Today I have a challenge. I need to use my limited English to make a great debate.
Everybody knows that Model Y is the bestseller. However, it now faces fierce competition from a lot of emerging Chinese rivals. Among these rivals, the Zeekr 7X and Onvo L60 are two impressive troublemakers for Tesla. After test driving those two models in Shanghai, both Nick and I really have something to say. However, something different.
Look, Aaron, today we have a very interesting topic to talk about, right?
Yeah,
We have a really good car made in US.
really good if it's 3 years ago.
Almost 4 years ago, right?
4 years in American times is like 1 decade for us in China.
That's true.
Speaking about cars.
That's true. But it's a best-selling car in Europe, in US, and in China so far,
Yes.
right? It's a king of
So far.
electric SUV so far.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
What's the real purpose today?
I think today we want to see two biggest challengers of Model Y from China.
Yes.
And one of that will be Onvo. And the other one would be Zeekr 7X.
Which do you prefer?
It's a hard choice. I would probably go with L60.
Okay. Where I stand already show my position. Why you choose Onvo? It's a new brand. I think I know it, you know it, but most of Chinese don't know it.
I mean, I wouldn't agree with it. Nobody knows it, right? Because everybody knows that it's a part of NIO, and the presentations they show the swap stations and everything.
He is a NIO user, by the way. That's why he say everybody know NIO, everybody know Onvo.
Look around, you would always see some NIO cars, at least in Shanghai, right? But I just think that this car offers something which no one else does.
For example,
For battery swap, great charging infrastructure. Before it was only Tesla, the king of the road, superchargers, you never worry. Nowadays, we have NIO infrastructure plus battery swap.
in China, we have plenty of chargers, the most in the world. Actually, even NIO and Zeekr don't offer any charger or battery swap station. People are okay.
But it won't take you 3 minutes to get 93%. I go to swap station, I push the button, car parks by itself, I just sit, I relax, I can drink my coffee. And there are even power swap stations which offer you coffee while you are swapping.
Actually, I've worked for NIO for a while. I pretty know what's the benefit for battery swap station. But on the other hand, NIO's battery size and Onvo's battery size different. That means battery swap station, it may only support NIO, but not for Onvo. That's one thing. Another thing is, even a battery swap station is okay for Onvo and NIO both, but the battery actually doesn't match each other.
I can't understand why on earth NIO would put another battery in this car.
Yeah.
I know that this is a problem. And also this car is 900 volt. So there might be some issues with some slow chargers as well, because the car takes too much, which charger cannot provide. I know this, I know.
And for this car, it has the so-called 800 watt structure. And for that structure, you can go to the highway and enjoy the very fast charging. You go to the toilet for 3 minutes, you go to Starbucks for another 3 minutes, you bring a coffee, and then you can go.
True.
It's like 10 minutes you can go. So how much you ask for? 3 minutes swap station and 10 minutes fast driving on the highway actually means equal to the customer.
Sometimes, unless...
Most of the times.
If you can get the stove to charge your car, right, immediately. Zeekr superchargers are wonderful, they are brilliant. Maybe you can get like 10 minutes and you can go, but it's only Zeekr charger. And think of public holiday. When you go somewhere on the highway, you have hundreds of cars waiting for you. Well, I will just pass by and say bye-bye, guys. Somebody would like to do swaps all the time because they don't have charger at home. So it's up to the person who would buy this car. But I feel it's a good perk, it's a good benefit. So you can have like charging and swapping rather than only charging. That's why I told you that for me, this is a winner in this category.
Genius.
Let's go to exterior.
Yeah, of course. What do you think of your 7X?
It's a good car. It's a proper SUV. You know, real men drive a real SUV. And I'm a real man. I like a real SUV. Yeah. Another thing I want to tell about the exterior is for recent years, many newly built Chinese EV, actually, they are beautiful looking, they're handsome looking, but they are too wide. Too wide looks good, but not practical.
True.
This car is not 2 meter wide. That's more reasonable in your city life, especially you are living in Shanghai or Guangzhou, big cities, crowded roads. And what I can say is this car is quite powerful looking, and it has also a certain ability of off-road performance.
Yeah.
So that's a real SUV.
So I definitely agree with you. When you look at this car, you definitely feel that muscle man among the SUVs, right?
Yeah.
A proper real SUV.
It's a proper car for you.
You start to
for you.
Yeah, I agree with you. You start to think about like Range Rover,
Yeah.
Porsche, some real SUVs, right?
Yes. You want to change your mind?
Not really. Explain to you why. Onvo doesn't look that like a muscle car, right? But I live in Shanghai. I don't need this off-road abilities that often, right? In Shanghai, you mostly drive from work to home and back, right? You want this city car, you want this sleek performance, you want the car to be, first of all, very good looking. You want bright colors because you're a young person. And they also offer like 4 colors, I think, for interior, which is also kind of, you can adjust to what you really want. I would really like to have something sleek, something modern looking, something that I can just, park near the skyscraper and people would pass by and say, wow, it's so good.
Yeah.
You also have this a little bit of bulky lines, but they're not that distinguished as in Zeekr. But I don't know, I really love this design. I love it from every angle. I love how it looks. It's some kind of like better than BMW, better than NIO, better than Tesla. It's best looking car, to my opinion, among what I have seen recently.
Okay, it seems we cannot have agreement on this point. Let's go to maybe interior.
Let's go to my favorite Onvo first. So, look at it. It's simple, right? You have a big screen, right? It's really massive. It's the biggest in the class, I think, so far.
Yeah.
You have a very big panoramic rooftop. There are some disadvantages. I mean, you cannot cover it, right? But it does look good.
That car can.
Yeah, I know. I saw it, yeah. But it does give you this space, It does give you this amount of like air. That you don't feel that you're kind of in the car. You always feel like very open space. At least that's my feeling. But there's something I don't like this wooden part. I think it's very much copycat of Tesla. I wouldn't put it there because Tesla has it and it's not pretty to me.
Wood material is okay, but this kind of design visually doesn't fit each other.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit the environment.
Yeah.
This total environment feels very simplicity, very cool, very modern. But for this part, it should happen on a BMW or Mercedes.
Yeah. And they have no wood anywhere else. Look at it.
Yeah.
Like doors.
Yeah,
There's no wood.
yeah.
Everything is plastic, leather, but no wood.
Yeah.
This one, I don't agree. And one more thing. I really don't understand the design of this steering wheel.
Why?
Because it's not round. It's just strange.
Huh?
While I was driving, because I usually drive like one-hand driving. I hold the steering wheel here.
Yeah.
But when I do the turn, I feel like, my hand is
Slip.
sliding. Yeah, it's
Sliding.
slipping over
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Me too. I don't like it.
And here is a button like from NIO, right?
Yeah.
As well as here. But there are no buttons. So I feel like I was pressing it to start the self-driving and I was like, nothing is happening. Then I realized you need to press
辅
here.
助驾驶未启动，
Yeah.
And then it's a little bit strange. And one more thing, there is no
辅
English.
助驾驶未启动。
There's no English.
There is no English.
Do
Yeah.
you know Chinese?
It's not about you know or you don't. You are global brand as a luxurious brand. Maybe not that luxury as NIO, but it's still a premium brand, right? You must have both English and Chinese. You know, as a sub-brand of NIO, they must have the same as NIO. No, they use different software. They use everything different. I can't really get it.
Oh, there's no English.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange, you know. Also, like, they put HUD, right? There is no instrument cluster here. They put HUD, but it's too small. Like 7X, they have a proper HUD, a bigger one with more information there. Why Onvo didn't do it?
It's okay if you change your mind.
I don't want. No, I stand for my opinion. I love this car because it's simple, but there's also something I don't like.
Okay.
Right? What do you think about the design of this car?
I think it's like the Chinese people rebuilt Model Y and update a lot of aspects. I should say it's an honor of Model Y, but it's also a pity for Model Y because the better Model Y is coming. That's for sure.
That's true. What do you think about the infotainment system?
Pretty good. I think better than NIO.
Yeah, it is.
Screen's bigger, landscape, and everything is easy to find. I don't have the English issue, but I think the best part of this car, actually, we are sitting in the wrong seats. The best part is in the rear seat.
That's true.
This car is called a mid-size SUV, but the rear seat is bigger than BMW X5.
Yeah.
You can show us, and maybe you want to show us something else by lying down.
Of course. There is a function like that. You can take this one off, and then you can lie down. Like, this seat can go down.
You see, this function is not practical.
Not practical, just because I don't understand.
It's like launching a rocket. Maybe you can launch it, but it takes years to do the preparation.
You need this one. Very easy. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, start. One button. Only one button, and that's it. Look at this. You can just lie down here. You come to your car. You take off your shoes. You come here. Look at this. I'm just resting. Look how comfortable it is. Look, join me. Come on, join me. You can.
No, I don't sleep with guys.
You don't need to sleep with me. Look how comfortable it is. You can watch TV. You have one screen. You have another screen. You have this baby screen, but it's enough to watch a movie. Look at this design. You can see the sky. You can see the stars. You also can go even down and take a proper nap in your car. Look at me. I'm 193 and I can stay.
不舒服, not comfortable.
Really? Maybe you are too short. That's the problem.
This way, okay.
Yeah, you see, you can rest, but you can also put these seats down, and then they sell accessories. Then you can sleep in your car.
We are not driving a Cadillac.
It is really, really comfortable.
I shall admit how romantic it is.
I'm coming out of here.
Especially consider the color of the interior.
No, of course. It looks very romantic. Yeah, just change you for someone prettier. Only Onvo between these three cars offers this setup for now. I think it's cool. I love it.
I love it.
You see, you can move the back seat to the comfortable position. Place that they put it just on the bar here, you know, so you can always move it together with your window and everything else. But not Tesla, right? Tesla, you have to get out from the car, you have to push it. It's just very old school.
Yeah.
So this is something what only Chinese people think of, this comfort level, this great, small thing, but very practical thing for people who are gonna sit there for a long time.
Yes.
Let's go to Zeekr to see infotainment. This feels really more luxurious, more premium, definitely.
I mean, some of European and American premium cars may look a bit old school, at least in Chinese point of view. And some of Tesla design and Onvo design may be too new, too young for many people.
Yeah.
But this car just have a right balance. The young men love it. The old men, okay with that. The young men see something premium from that. The old guys see something innovation, something bold from that.
When you sit here, you do feel that you're in the premium, luxurious car. All the details, right? Like even like panoramic rooftop, similar size, but you can close it if you would like to, right?
Yeah.
You don't have. This is a simple thing like sunshade, right? It's really good.
It's a simple thing, but Elon Musk refused to offer to you for years.
That's true. That's true.
The Zeekr
get it. Yeah.
And another thing, I think some of previous Zeekr models, their design too bold, target too much about the younger generation. But this car just feel balanced.
Yeah. It feels like they mastered things to perfection, right?
Yeah.
It's really very, very good design.
Yeah.
If I don't know the price, like let's say I just come to China first time and I don't know the price, you let me sit in that car, I would say, it's similar to Tesla, maybe a little bit more expensive than Tesla. This car, I would say that it's at least 2 times more expensive comparing with Tesla or with Onvo, because of these elements of design, because of these small things.
And there was something which is inconvenient for previous Zeekr. For example, for the buttons of steering wheel.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
now everything just become perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the steering wheel much more than Onvo's one. I told you that with Onvo, I have the issue that my hand
Yeah.
cannot grip the steering wheel properly. This steering wheel does feel perfect.
Yeah.
And the amount
solid
of
and
buttons,
sporty and easy to handle.
and look at the amount of buttons. It's perfect. Not too much, not too little.
Yeah.
Everything you need. You have 360 degree, you can call EVA,
Yeah.
you can have self-parking, and you can have like a menu to change something on your cluster.
You know, it's like a Sony PlayStation keyboard.
Yeah,
Very easy to control, very precise.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what I really love about this is this section. I love it that they actually keep physical buttons, you know? It's really good for different people.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really, this is amazing. It doesn't look too bold, it doesn't look too modern. It looks classy, but not boring classy, not Mercedes classy, not BMW classy. It looks Zeekr classy.
And it's not only about the classic, it's useful in your daily life.
That's true.
Sometimes you're driving in a high speed and something happens, you want to make something, you don't want to touch here.
Yeah.
When it's 120 kilometers per hour and you just touch something.
Yeah, that's true.
That's more easier for normal human.
Yeah.
You see, this car offers some function that only very expensive Mercedes offers. The curtain.
Automatic one.
Yeah.
Manual, it's automatic.
Yeah. And I can adjust the front seat's position. It's another function only occurs on some very expensive business sedan.
Yeah.
Now it comes to a mid-size, mid-price SUV with so much premium feelings and function.
That's true, that's true. No,
That's Zeekr 7X.
definitely. When you sit here, you feel super luxurious.
Yeah.
I know that they also offer like a TV and the table.
Yeah,
For
if you choose the option, you can have a TV here.
But you know, you can. That's the thing. That's what Zeekr is about. You can upgrade as much as you want. Onvo sadly doesn't offer this. They don't even have this, you know, the sunshade. That's a bit sad.
You know why?
Oh.
Because NIO is a premium brand. Zeekr is a premium brand. But Onvo is a sub-brand from NIO.
Yeah.
And I don't think William Li would offer 2 premium brands in one group.
Yeah, that's true. That's another
You are
thing.
for mainstream.
Yeah.
This brand
yeah.
is for mainstream.
That's another thing which I wanted to tell you, that when you buy Zeekr, right, you do feel that you're buying a premium brand of Geely, right?
Definitely.
Right? But Onvo, there is a little bit of a feeling of like, yeah, you bought Onvo because you can't afford NIO.
Yeah, you have bigger brother,
You have
which
a bigger
is
brother,
NIO.
Yeah, which is a premium.
Yeah.
And then you have NIO, which is simple, minimalistic, good driving, good performance, same battery swap, but it's not as premium. It doesn't feel as premium as NIO. That's true.
And another thing to add on is about the front trunk, which you don't have.
Whoa.
Well,
It's not big, but it's
it's not as big as Tesla, but at least you can
you can have it.
have
right?
something and be isolated from the cabin.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
This is really practical. I love it. I expected it in Onvo, you know, but they didn't give it to us after all. And you know what else I feel Onvo missed is a LiDAR. Onvo ditched the LiDAR and like Zeekr still has it. Onvo decided to go with camera only, and Onvo, like look at Zeekr. It has much more cameras, 1, 2, 3 on the side. Onvo doesn't. You have trunk, big trunk. You have a small
Big trunk,
sub trunk, right?
yeah, sub trunk and front trunk. Yeah.
We only have very, very big sub trunk where you can put the fridge. I will show you. It's tremendous. It's huge.
It's a tremendous.
And Onvo designed together with
It's just
Media.
like Model Y.
They made with Media together a fridge which you can put inside easily, and then it will be powered by the battery. It goes from -60 to, I don't know, 0 or something, I'm not sure.
If you have a car, you would have a bigger fridge inside your car. You would choose
Of course, I put beer inside.
beer inside.
Of course, why not? You can always have chilled beer, you have drinks.
Do you know driving after drinking is not allowed according to Chinese law?
Who said you're gonna drive? You're gonna sleep in car. You drink, you eat barbecue, you make it by yourself, and then you sleep in your car. Amazing. Then in the morning you keep driving. How great it is. You guys sometimes don't understand this. You old men like comfort in the bed with big TV, right? We like adventure.
What's the last time adventure times for you? 10 years ago?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago, yeah. I was sleeping in my car, enjoying the stars near Shanghai.
I always work, so there are something difference between America and the Chinese. Yeah. Do you know 996? Yeah.
You guys work very hard.
I think it's not honest if one thing we talk about 996, on the other hand we talk about a fridge in the car and the sleeping seats. It's not honest.
Why isn't it honest?
I mean, we design cars, we make products to fit the real life of people, of consumer, not to set a dream for consumer.
There's nothing wrong with a dream. Come on, dreaming is good. I wouldn't agree with you. I love dreaming. And dreams will make your life better. The more you dream, the more you go into somewhere, right? You cannot only work. Then you'll be a robot, a machine. Don't you think so?
Okay, it's time for us to talk about driving. Which was better? Give us a simple answer.
Be honest with you, I like driving of 7X slightly more
Bingo!
than NIO, than Onvo.
Then I have nothing to say.
But I cannot say that Onvo were bad or very uncomfortable. It's just the precision of the steering wheel. Like, number one is Model Y, of course. You can really control the car super precisely. 7X is a little bit heavier than Onvo, right?
Actually, not a little bit. I think it's about like a 400 kilo
It's a lot. Yeah.
gram heavier.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a heavier car.
Yes.
It's a bulkier car. It's a bigger car.
Yeah.
It's a higher car because it has ear suspension, so it's much higher averagely, right? But it's still more precise steering than Onvo. Onvo feels a little bit bolty to me. It feels like after you turn a bit, you can't really feel this response from the car immediately.
Let me be short. I think Tesla drives as an electric BMW.
True.
Very precise, very sporty, but the quietness, the comfort level was behind the BMW.
Yeah.
Not good. 7X drives a bit like Mercedes. It combines sporty and comfort and quietness. It's a well balanced. And Onvo drives like Nissan or maybe Hyundai. It's okay, but it's not so precise. Handling not so solid. So for people who enjoy driving, Onvo is not a very good choice. But for people who want to have a comfort driving for your daily life, then Onvo is very okay. Yeah, and on the highway, this car is a bit quiet than Onvo. If you drive Onvo about 120, it's become a bit noisy.
More than 100.
But still better than Model Y.
Yeah.
Nobody beat Model Y on that part of being noisy.
I think what Onvo is definitely a winner is in the consumption. Onvo's consumption is definitely the lowest. It's the best car in the class. I think it even beat Model Y, at least in the city drive. I've seen a lot of like very low consumption, like below 12 kilowatts.
Yeah.
This car cannot compete. It has much bigger battery. It has more performance. It is more performance oriented.
Yeah, this car has about like maybe 50 or 20% more battery than Onvo, but the result of range is basically the same.
Yeah.
This car saves a lot of weight, so the energy consumption is It's just great.
Really great.
Even as good as Tesla, or even better, even better than Tesla.
Yeah, that's totally a winner with a smaller battery, with a lighter weight. You have same range as a bigger car, heavier with a bigger battery, right?
So beyond exterior, interior, and driving performance, what do you want to share with others about these two cars?
Yeah, I want to say that they are both great cars, first of all, right? Depends what you want, right? If you don't mind charging and you don't want swapping, but you want this ear suspension, you want this muscles, you want this performance of the off-road, yeah, you go for 7X.
Yeah.
I think if you want more of a city drive as a family man with more comfort and more space, you go for Onvo. Onvo offers the battery swap, which is for me, it's just a game changer perfectly, because yeah, it has less swap stations now, but it takes time, but it will be there.
Yeah, I agree with you, but we are talking English. That means we are talking to global audience. Where is the battery swap station for Onvo in international markets?
No,
do you have one in Milano, in Torino, in Paris,
but
in Tokyo?
It doesn't even have English. What international markets you are talking about? They don't sell it abroad. It's for now only domestic. But NIO promised, they would build more swap stations in Europe. In general, if Chinese people promise something, they always deliver.
I keep silent about that.
Feeling.
I keep silent about that.
I believe in Chinese people. I believe William Li.
Nick, how much promise you made to girls in your life? And how much you deliver?
But look at Zeekr. Recently, we heard that Lynk & Co and Zeekr merging under one management. So there are going to be more things happening, right, from Zeekr's side. Zeekr now has bigger exposure to foreign markets than NIO. NIO is behind that. Zeekr is selling in 30 countries now.
The media already showed some pictures that the 7X is testing for Europe. I heard it will go to Australia soon and many countries.
So
I'm also looking forward that Onvo would follow Zeekr 7X.
Yeah, that's true. But Zeekr is definitely a winner, because here, from this perspective, right, Zeekr gonna go abroad much faster. And
what's wrong? Oh, okay. So safe car.
Yeah, very safe. Chinese modern cars are growing really rapidly, everything developing so fast.
Yeah.
I really hope that these cars will go abroad as soon as possible, and our friends abroad can also experience this level of comfort and this level of luxury for this little money.
Speaking of pricing, the Onvo starting price in China is about 210,000.
Without BOSS. Without BOSS.
Yeah, without BOSS.
If we buy the battery.
Let's be fair.
Yeah, okay.
And this car is 10,000 RMB above. So it's slightly expensive than Onvo, which means these two cars are like the starting price less than 30,000 US dollars. Unbelievable price.
It's incredible. It's just incredible. Unbelievable. That's true. When you think of $30,000 in US, like the car you can buy,
Honda Fit.
Yeah.
A basic Toyota Corolla. Basic version.
Like something like Honda Civic, probably similar to this level. But these cars, they don't offer even 50% of what we have here for this price.
Yeah.
I hope when these cars go abroad, the price will not go like 3 times more as well. I hope that the price will be also reasonable, because what we can buy here in China now for this money, it's just mind-blowing. So, Jayo Zeekr, Jayo Onvo, go abroad and make people happy.
Finally, we have something in agreement.
Yeah. We don't have fight here.
Yeah. Nowadays, American and Chinese don't shake hands too much.
We do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Actually, you are from Europe, but you have American passport.
Yeah. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter which country you're from.
Yeah. We are talking about the cars. It doesn't matter which country you came from, which color you looks like.
It's just all about cars. So.
Yeah, it's about cars.
But we do have some disagreements sometimes, right? Because we do think differently.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it.